Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of My Life and My Virtual Therapy Dog channel. If you're new here, I'm Frank, and this is my life from my point of view, with my voice by Dad. I'm here for all the folks who want a dog but can't have one right now. Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's video. This week, we're at the Shrewsbury Renaissance Faire, outside of Philomath, Oregon, Kings Valley. Let's see, this is the 25th year of hundreds of volunteers coming together to create the Shrewsbury Renaissance Faire. It's just absolutely amazing. We'll take a little sneak peek at everything before it's completely set up. This is Friday. Fair opens Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 6. But pretty amazing. There's jousting and sword play. You can pause the video and check out the schedule there. But there's kids games. The rat catcher game is one of the best. You'll see, we'll show a little more about that later. There's one of the stages / bar. But there's also interactive guilds, a number of different stages with some amazing entertainment, along with the craft vendors and really, really great food. You can definitely spend the whole day here and just have a lot of fun, see some amazing entertainment, eat great food. It's highly recommended. Our first year here, we'd never actually done a Renaissance Fair. If you've watched the channel for a while, you know that we do the Oregon Country Fair and a number of different pirate events. But we will listen to Mom and Dad talk, afterwards. No doubt about it. We'll be back here next year. We had a lot of fun. And this is one of the interactive guilds here. They have all kinds of entertainment / historical learning stuff going on. And stage doesn't look like much now, but later it'll all be together. Getting ready to be set up. Well, they are set up, but stashed away. And this wonderful lady that sells hats, she creates the little fairy world there. And finds the fairy from the lady that sells fairies, little handmade crafted fairies. And she did find the fairy. We'll get back to the fairy world later. A little fairy home there. A little bit of history, kind of along the walk. And some of the handcrafted, artwork. You just can't call it anything else. Some of it's utilitarian. Pretty amazing. Yeah, for all your candle needs right there. And if anybody has a spare spinning wheel laying around, Dad is looking for one to, spin my fur. Dad's got a hat, but he wants to learn how to spin. So, yeah, catch Dad's finger. Haven't seen that for a while, have you? You got to kind of go back to some of the earlier videos to see that. Yeah, remember I was talking about the rat? There's a rat right there. Just prancing through without a care in the world. But pretty soon there'll be a rat catcher. The kids catch the rats. And you might see a knight in armor walking around. Or a really, really cute family all dressed up. Our friends from the Ace of Ruin out doing their minstrel thing. And a bit of swordplay just out in the field. There's our favorite vendor lady right there. If you ever see her with her little store set up, she's got really good stuff. And there's where the jousting and they actually do archery. Unfortunately, we did not get to see that. But next year. And that guy actually has half a cantaloupe on his head that the guy on the horse just cut in half. But that footage did not come out. And then he just chopped up what was left right on the guy's head. Well, on top of his helmet. It was really good he had that helmet on. And the jousting. We'll get kind of a close-up here. Pretty amazing. There are just parts of those things flying everywhere. And they even had a little jail set up. We'll get back to that a little bit later. You could actually take out a warrant and put somebody in jail. And thumbnail shot. It's pretty amazing. And a little fairy house is coming together. The fairies moved in. And I actually donated some hair to make the little fairy a wig. And if you need hats, look for that lady right there. She'll be here next year. Probably back in the forest. I'm not real sure about that, but definitely beware dragons. They have bigger teeth than I do. Yeah. If you're looking for something, that tells you where to go. And lots of pretty baubles. Mom does like the pretties. And the Oak Tavern. All set up now. This guy did some really amazing stuff with, stuff most people throw away. Kind of like Dad. Dad takes stuff people throw away and makes neat stuff out of it. You can check out more of his work there. Just all kinds of neat stuff for sale. And the majority of it handmade, which is really nice. A good chunk of it made kind of in the way that it used to be back in the day. For all your health needs, right there. Beads and more pretty baubles. Do gotta love the pretty baubles. Yeah, for all your adventure needs. If you're gonna go adventuring, that's the place to stop first. And these people really had a neat setup. They would explain what all this stuff was and how it worked and all that good kind of stuff. The Boom. Historical. And there was a lot of people that petted me and said hi. Pretty amazing amount of fun. Roving minstrels. And I believe somebody called this guy a furry. He looked pretty awesome. He really did. And I feel kind of sorry for him. It was really hot out. And I know that I was warm. And my fur acts as insulation. I don't think his does. I think it just makes him warm. So pretty neat seeing somebody that looked a bit like me out walking around. And the Friar Tuck stage all set up with people entertaining. The entertainment really is pretty amazing. And unfortunately, all the copyright stuff and all that, I can't really put it on YouTube, so my apologies for that, but and a rat got caught. And when the Rat Catchers Guild kids catch the rat, they get a little prize. So, a lot of fun for the kids. A lot of fun for the rats, too. Yeah, this guy was working on like a little tiny sword for that other gentleman there. And more music. I do wish I could share the music, but unfortunately. And do you see that? That was a therapy llama. That gentleman said he had like 150 llamas, and that was the only one out of all of them that was friendly. There's me and Mom and Dad, all dressed up. There's that jail thing that we were talking about earlier. $5 for a warrant, $10 to put them in jail. And even if the flower's plastic and in a candle holder, don't forget to stop and smell them. Even if you do end up in jail. And you might escape with a hobby horse, you never know. There's some really neat little musical instruments. And a day at the fair. Pretty quill pins. And the fairy home, completely finished. And the hat lady constructs this little fairy home every year for a new fairy. And some lucky little kid gets the fairy. But unfortunately, the sun is setting on yet another episode with a rainbow over the fair. A very fitting end to a very wonderful time. I do want to thank all the volunteers and folks who put this on. Thanks again, and we'll see everybody next year. Everybody have fun and stay safe. Cheers until next week. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my videos, stick upon the thumbs up button. And for the newest, go ahead and paw that subscribe button. Thanks again. Cheers.